In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about angles, parallel lines and transversals. So if you're having doubt regarding corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, vertically opposite angles, supplementary angles, complementary angles and the like, then please continue watching the video. Also, if you like my content, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, what do you mean by a transversal? So what is a transversal? Transversal is nothing but it is just a line. Which line? Any line which intersects two lines or more than two lines. Here there may be three lines also. Okay. So any line which is intersecting, that is meeting two lines or more than two lines, is called as transversal. Now this transversal, on this line it is intersecting at this point, and on this line it is intersecting at this point. The red dots indicate those are the different points. So distinct means different. Now this transversal can be made with respect to parallel lines also. What do you mean by parallel lines? Parallel lines are the lines in which the distance between both the lines is equal, and when they extend they never meet. So the transversal can be made with parallel lines, and also the transversal can be made with non-parallel lines. Okay. And now let us see what are the different types of angles made. So first you should be clear with what are interior angles. Okay, interior angles are the angles which lie between the two lines. So here the lines are A and B. So in whatever angles are lying between these two lines are called as interior angles. So between these two lines, what are the angles? 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. And one more property related to interior angles is the sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. What do you mean by same side? Same side means either it is on left side. Okay, you should consider left side angles, or you should consider right side angles. Okay, so here what are my interior angles on the left side? 3 and 5 are the interior angles, that is the angles between the two lines on the left side. So angle 3 plus angle 5 should be equal to 180 degree according to my property. Okay, and the angles on the right side are 4 and 6. So the sum of 4 and 6 should be equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now let us come to know what are exterior angles. The angles which lie outside the two lines. Okay, here again we are taking the lines as A and B from the figure. So they are called as exterior angles. What do you mean by angles lying outside the two lines? It means that the angles which are not inside the two lines. That is 3 is not an exterior angle, 4 is not an exterior angle, 5 is not an exterior angle, 6 is not an exterior angle. Why? Because they are inside the lines. The exterior angle should be outside the lines. So only outside this line, what are the angles? 1 and 2. And outside this line, what are the angles? They are 7 and 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 7 and 8 are exterior angles here. Now again, the same property applies to exterior angles also. That is sum of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. That is on the left side you have the exterior angles are 1 and 7. So angle 1 plus angle 7 is equals to 180 degree. And on the right side you have exterior angles are 2 and 8. So angle 2 plus angle 8 is equals to 180 degree. Hope you are clear with the concept of interior and exterior angles. Now let us go to corresponding angles. So what do you mean by corresponding angles? For that, you need to know the properties. That is, these angles are at different vertices. That is, if one angle is on this vertex, okay, that is on this line, that is on this vertex, if one angle is there, then the other angle should be on this vertex, okay. Next properties, they should be on the same side of the transversal. That is, here if you are considering what is the same side means 1, 4, 6, 8. Okay, or in between these four, any two should be corresponding angles. That should be clear to you. And one from here, one from here. Then third property is one is an interior angle and the other is an exterior angle. That is, if you choose one here as an interior angle, then 6 is one here is exterior angle, then 6 is an interior angle. Okay. Similarly, 4 is an interior angle, then 8 is an exterior angle. So they should be on the same side. They should be on the different vertex. That is, if the one angle is at this vertex, other angle should be at this vertex, and also they should be on the same side. So if I consider what are the angles made in this figure, okay, they should be always 4 corresponding angles if 2 lines you have made by one single transversal. So here are the angles according to these 3 properties. We may know that 1 is an exterior angle, 6 is an interior angle. They are also on the same side. So angle 1 is equals to angle 6. Okay. Similarly, now we'll see the downward angle. That is 1 is an interior angle 4. The other one is an exterior angle 8. And also they're on the same side. Okay. And then different vertices. So angle 4 is equals to angle 8. Okay. But this point is important, that one is an exterior and the other one is interior angle. Okay. Now angle 2 on the left side, angle 2 is an exterior angle, angle 5 is an interior angle. So angle 2 is equals to angle 5. Okay. Then the fourth, that is angle 3 is equals to angle 7. Angle 3 interior, angle 7 exterior, both are same side. different vertices. So always corresponding angles means these three properties should be met. And what are the reasons that they are equal? They are corresponding angles. So these are corresponding angles. Now let us go to the other type of angles. There is alternate interior angles. Just now you discussed about interior angles. Now what are alternate? Alternate means, as you know, if you are considering one from left side, then the other you should consider as right side. That is changing turns are nothing but alternate. So if one is left, the other one should be right. So these angles are at different vertices. Again, here if you're taking at this vertex one angle, then the other vertex, the other angle should be at the other vertex. Then they are on the either side of the transversal. That is, if one angle is on the left side, okay, then another angle should be on the right side. And then they lie between the two lines, that is interior angles. As the name suggests, interior, that is the angle should lie between the two lines. That is the meaning of alternate interior angles. So in the figure, we have two sets of alternate interior angles. One is angle 3 is equals to angle 7 because, angle 3 is equals to angle 6 because one on left side, other one on right side, that is either side. Another one is angle 4 is equals to angle 5. Okay. Now let us move to alternate exterior angles. Again, same thing, exterior angles which are alternate. Alternate means if one is on left side, other one is on the right side. So angle 2 is equals to angle 8 is one set of angles, and angle 1 is equals to angle 7 is another set of angles. Now let us see what is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite, as the meaning implies, they should be opposite to each other. Okay, so when the two lines intersect, these two lines are intersecting this transversal, the angles that are formed opposite to each other at the vertex. That is, now in vertically opposite, the two angles should be on the same vertex and they should be opposite to each other. For example, here if you're taking 2, then here you should take 4. That is, at the same vertex, angle 2 is also there, angle 4 is also there, and they're opposite to each other. Okay, so angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Similarly, on the same vertex, we have these both are opposite 1 and 3. So angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Okay, now downward angles, if you see, this is the vertex and they should be opposite. What are the angles which are opposite on this vertex? Angle 6 is equals to angle 7. Angle 5 is equals to angle 8. So we have again 4 set of angles for vertically opposite angles. Okay, now what are complementary angles? Whenever you have sum of two angles is equals to 90 degrees. For example, if a line is there and the sum should be equal to 90 degrees, then those are called as complementary angles. For example, angle x plus angle y is equals to 90 degrees. Similarly, what are supplementary angles? When sum of two angles is equals to 180 degree, then it is called as supplementary angle. So you should remember the names. Complementary 90 degrees, supplementary 180 degrees. Now what are adjacent angles? As the name implies, the angles which are beside each other are called as adjacent. So one common property of adjacent angles is that they should have a common arm and a common vertex. For example, this is your one ray and this is another ray. That is, an angle is formed with this line, right? So this particular angle we are naming as angle A and this particular angle we are naming as angle B. Now this is my common arm, and this, if you observe this, both the angles are made on a common vertex. So this is my common vertex and this is my common arm. So whenever the angle which is formed by having a common arm and a common vertex is called as adjacent angles. So angle A is equals to angle B, angle A and angle B are adjacent to each other. They are not equal, but they are adjacent. Okay, and also one important property, you know, according to supplementary angles, that is, angles made by a line should be equal to 180 degree. Okay, and also they again linear pair, supplementary, adjacent. Okay, when they are considered on the line, these are all should be equal to 180 degree. So what are linear pair? A pair of adjacent angles whose sum is a straight or 180 straight angle or 180 degree is called as linear pair. So again, I can say here angle A plus angle B is nothing but linear pair. Why? Because this is a line, this whole angle which is made with respect to this straight line is nothing but linear pair or supplementary angles. That is, always the angle made with a line should be equal to 180 degree. So hope you have understood all the concepts. Okay, let us revise. What are interior angles? Angles which are inside the two lines, okay, and the sum on the same sum of the angles on the same side is equals to 180 degree. Then what are alternate interior angles? The angles which are alternate to each other, that is on the either side of transversal. If here you are taking left side, this should be right side. Then what are vertically opposite angles? Angles present on the same vertex opposite to each other. Then what are corresponding angles? Angles on the same side of the transversal, that is on the right side if you are taking right side, but one should be exterior angle and other one should be interior angle.